And then finally, I crossed the line. I was in Pennsylvania. I looked at my hands. See if I was the same person.
One of the most exceptional, revolutionary episodes of TV. It's one of a kind, truly. Harriet Tubman, played by the beautiful, most talented, smart, loving, everything Aisha Hines, unfolds, peels every layer of Harriet Tubman's humanity.
What was that like for you? I mean, it's basically a one-woman show.
It is. It was a rich responsibility to take on. It was exciting, obviously, but also it was equally as daunting. The desire to certainly honor her legacy was way more important than my own fears and anxieties. And so over time, it was sort of easy to sort of begin to transcend what I felt were my challenges and just sort of surrender to her story, because as you saw, Dominic, and as you alluded to, it's one that is so powerful and so necessary at this time. We're living in a country, you know, that was built on the backs of the enslaved and has sort of shaped the souls of our humanity. And so we need to sort of revisit Harriet Tubman and her story, that of her being a revolutionary, that of her being so courageous, so selfless to sort of take care of those who are outside of her scope. You know, I think that we would do well to sort of take a page out of her book and include many others outside of ourselves and outside of our families as we take care of this country.
And we shot it in 3 days, and she got the script a week and a half before and had 45 pages to learn.
Obviously, Harriet Tubman as a character in Underground is a big addition for season 2. How has it changed the show for you guys as the creators?
It was our plan from day one to really start with these fictional characters you could see yourself in, and then kind of expand our world and add these historical characters. We had William Still, we added Frederick Douglass, and then the beauty, and I think what Aisha and Anthony brought to it, is Harriet Tubman as human being, Harriet Tubman as character who you understand in the long format of television is someone who's just amazing. When you see what she's actually gone through, you kind of take her from Superman, you turn to Clark Kent, and then you understand why she's Superman again.
One morning, Miss Susan and her husband got into an ugly screaming match. While they scream and scream, I just wait. My eyes glued on a bowl on the table. You know what was in it? Lumps of pure white sugar. When the mistress' back was turned, I moved real slow. Reached my hand right into that sugar bowl. Took just one lump. And that old bat must have heard me, because she had the rawhide down, coming at me like a storm. But I gave one jump out that door, and I flew. I ran and I ran. Sugar melting on my tongue, never ain't taste so good in my life. I ran, I didn't know where I was going. I ain't had nowhere to go, but it didn't matter in that moment, because I had just stolen what joy I could, and that felt like freedom.
Just for me personally to see and really explore and find out more things about Harriet Tubman, because she's so iconic, and to actually understand that we can all be Harriet Tubmans. And I think that is what writing about it, watching Aisha do it, and I go, oh, this was not, you know, first season we made up fictional people put together from real enslaved stories, but Harriet Tubman was out there actually doing the work, and I think it inspires me and all of us to do more.
But your character has really, really changed a lot. And so give us a sense of how the evolution of Cato is happening in season 2 and what to expect.
So Cato has, from season 1, is at the end of the season, he's come into a lot of money. And has now traveled abroad and has picked up a couple new tricks. And I think what we find out about this Cato is that he is more emotional. He's also changed physically, and money has changed him in a way that he feels that he's seeking that respect. He's seeking that ability to conquer, to be now an individual. What does freedom look like on him? Kato is a person that has been on this fence, and I think he comes to terms with it in a way that people may accept and people who won't.
You guys did, I know for season 1, a tremendous amount of research to find the stories you found. What did you guys find as you went into doing research for season 2? What did you find that surprised you?
History has always been tough, and I think we found with all of our characters, you can't just choose to be a hero and be a hero. The world, the way it was, you had to be a hero every day, and everything we found, the odds were stacked, and the people who did this were just more and more amazing with every detail.